So I wanted to do a video today, kind of like a get ready with me, but for an occasion, I suppose. It's bonfire night, or Guy Fawkes night, fireworks night, whatever you want to call it, in the UK. Or actually that was 2 days ago because it's the 7th, but the fireworks display isn't until tonight, which is the 7th, but bonfire night is always the 5th. Remember the 5th of November. And I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to do a video, and I can tell you what I know about Guy Fawkes, which isn't too much, it's just enough to understand. Like, I can't remember the dates and everything, like when it happened, but I think I can remember who was on the throne. So I straightened my hair this morning before college, but I'm going to have to straighten some of the parts again, like this part under here, because otherwise it just looks weird. So I think I plugged them in already. So yeah, I should brush it through first. Shouldn't be too naughty, because I already tried to film this once, and I brushed it, and then my dad decided to call me, and Jade forgot to put everything on silent, didn't she? So that's better. So I have my straighteners. I broke my purple ones. I broke this cable, so my nan gave me these, but I don't like them as much. They're by the same people, but I prefer my purple ones. Let's try not to get this in my eye, shall we? Nearly, it was about here. There might be noises from the cable, so I'm sorry for that. Just trying to work out which parts need straightening. I'll do the tips again. This is where it could all go horribly wrong with my fringe, because we tried a very fine line with it as to whether or not it's going to play along today. Now, where's this come from? Over here? I don't think so. There's always a moth in my room. So I have a little makeup that I wear to college because I can't be bothered to chuck on a load of makeup early in the morning, so sorry. Also try not to burn myself, because that wouldn't be amusing for me though. It might be for you, but not for me. This is why I look like a meerkat. People ask me to make mouth sounds in my videos, but they really pee me off. Like, I can't stand the ticking noises or I don't know, I just don't like them. So I always feel uncomfortable putting them in my own videos because it makes me want to smack myself. Do it all in one go, shall we? I feel so horrible straightening my hair. Like, I'm kind of betraying it or something. Because it's got to be really hot. But that's just another crazy Jade thought. Yeah, I was supposed to be talking about Guy Fawkes, wasn't I? Back in whatever time it was, there was, I think King James was on the throne, and some people weren't a fan of him, like with most monasteries. Not everyone's a fan of the leader. So there's a group of men plotted against King James in the Houses of Parliament. I think it's King James. I could be saying King James and it'll be something completely different. So don't pay too much attention to me on that point. And so they plotted to kill the king, which would then mean the monastery is overthrown, and next in line, or the next family, whoever, depending on whether or not he had ancestors, would take over. Ancestors, family, like a son or a daughter. I don't think he did. Like I said, I'm a bit rusty. I haven't learned about it since year 3, which is a long time ago. So yeah, they planned to overthrow the throne. So there was a big meeting in Parliament. If you've ever been to London, or even if you haven't, most people know what Parliament looks like. I have too much hair. There we go. Move that to cool down, unplug it, and I'll finish telling you the story. they planned to overthrow overthrow the throne. There we go. While there was a meeting taking place in Parliament, and if you don't know what Parliament is, it's well, now it's where we have the politicians and they decide the laws, and that day it was still where the laws were decided, but the king had a say, more of a say now. The Queen doesn't really do much, I have to say, or that I know about. Like, it's not she doesn't decide all of the new laws. Most of it is hashed out in Parliament between politicians and House of Lords and House of Commons, but if you really want to know all that, it will bore you to sleep. I can do a video on that, but it's very, very boring. I've got a scar in my eye. There we go. Yeah, so that's where laws were made and things were decided. So on the 5th of November, I need to put contacts in. Apparently I'm not as organised as I thought I was. So yeah, on the 5th of November, they planned to blow up Houses of Parliament with King James, or the King, because I don't know if I'm right, in it. Which seems a bit drastic, but people really didn't like him. Sorry. So there wasn't. It's not like there were guns and stuff like what we have now. Where am I doing this? It takes me a long time to work out how to put contacts in. I'll try and do that off camera because I know people don't like the sight of eyes. So yeah, they planned to blow up Parliament with King James in it, which obviously didn't go to plan. But they planned to do it by, oh god, it was weird. They planned to do it with gunpowder. Lots and lots of gunpowder. So I think it took them a few weeks maybe. I can't quite remember the exact. I just had the other contact, there we go. If I lose so much stuff. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a complete nightmare to deal with. I just forget everything all the time. But yeah, with gunpowder. So hence the saying, remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. I think that's how it goes. So hopefully you can't see it, there we go. They had it all planned and they smuggled gunpowder in. There was a group of the men, but Guy Fawkes is the one that agreed to set the gunpowder off. This one always feels really weird. Yeah, so on the 5th of November, down he goes into Parliament underneath Parliament. It wasn't like carrying a suicide vest or anything. Right, I'm back to normal. I look like I've been crying. Fine. Yeah, off he goes into Parliament underneath to blow up Parliament, taking with him King James and every other person in there that he doesn't like. And basically just a ministry. So he was found, I can't remember what it's called, like between the building, the foundations maybe, I think that's where he was, or maybe it was in the cellar to the basement, to Parliament. But he was found by guards and obviously locked up for it. And then, because obviously he plotted to kill the king, it's an act of treason. And treason was punishable by death. I don't think it still is. I don't think anything's punishable by death over here. But back then, things were. I have a feeling it was like. I'm not even gonna go because I'll probably be wrong. So yeah, it was punishable by death. So that's the rhyme is something like remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder and treason should ever be forgot or something. And then what do we do with him? Burn him, burn him. So Mr. Fawkes was burnt at the stake, which is where they put you on a big stick and set you on fire. And this is why we have bonfire night or fireworks, because we celebrate his death, which is kind of weird, a weird thing to do. But yeah, we celebrate the fact that he didn't overthrow the throne. By lighting fireworks, setting off fireworks, and most of the time they're like big fireworks displays, like towns and cities put displays on, and the fireworks are sold in the supermarkets, and it's a big event. And then we have bonfires and we light scarecrows basically. We light on fire scarecrows dressed as people to represent Guy Fawkes being burnt at the stake. And if I can, I'll try and get pictures of the ones that I'm going to this evening, because it's actually, as I said, it's a really weird thing to do, to set fire to an imitation of a person to celebrate their death. But what can we say, us Brits aren't exactly normal. But yeah, I'll put the pictures up on my ASMR Facebook, which I will link hopefully below. But you can search for me, it's Jade Bond, like James Bond, but obviously with my name. And it will have in brackets ASMR sounds and noises. And my Twitter is at Jade ASMR. As my Instagram, I believe. I think my Instagram's the same thing, but I don't really use that as much. I will put pictures up on there though, if you want to go on my Instagram. I will put the pictures on my Instagram if I get pictures, because it's usually quite busy, so there's lots of people and I don't want to drop my phone. And as you can tell, I'm really tired, so we have to magic them away with makeup. Make myself pretty. That's what I say every time I get ready in the morning. Time to make myself pretty. But yeah, hopefully I can get some good pictures of the fireworks and the people on fire. But there is a lot of accidents relating to bonfire night. People end up setting themselves on fire, or they shoot fireworks in their eyes. That's happened a lot. Or fireworks at other people. It's just where people can cause trouble, they will, won't they? So I can go back to here. This is the mascara face. Ooh. But it's actually because keeping your mouth open helps to keep or stop you from blinking. But I need to blink because my contacts will fall out. And that's not something I want to deal with. Sorry about my brother, because he can't fucking be quiet on his Xbox, can he? He has to shout all the time. Like, I understand playing the games and you get into it, but please don't need to shout. This eye looks a bit weird. Oh, it's the contact. So weird. If you don't wear them every day, it feels... Even if you still wear it every day, it probably feels really weird. Actually. Otherwise I have no eyebrows. I do actually have some, you just can't see them. And then the last thing I need to do is my lips. So yeah, the firework this way doesn't start until 7, 8 o'clock-ish. Maybe half 8, I can't remember. I need to check that. But if I don't do it now, it'll be pitch black. Because the other night it was pitch black by 5:30. But yeah, John's shouting again. Although to him that's speaking because he has his headset on. That is his excuse. So, I have done all my makeup. That's good, it would have gone on my teeth otherwise. I have my fluffy scarf. I'm going to wear a hat. I'll get my hat. just because I love my hat. I had a choice of two. I have a panda hat with little bubbles, or I have a weird reindeer hat with a pom-pom. I always think these are really weird, pom-pom. But yeah, both of my hats have pom-poms. So I have to decide what hat I want to wear. I'm going to wear boots and maybe a coat. I probably won't wear a coat, and I'll probably just keep my hoodie on. Even though it's going to be mighty cold. The video cut out because I didn't have enough room apparently. So I'm going to have to end it here and try and splot them all together. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, why did you watch it for so long until the end? And yeah, I will see you all soon. Bye bye.